Hey everybody, so we got some big news today, but also we have another rumor video. So we're gonna dive straight into this rumor video. Yeah, I'll reveal to you the big news that was revealed today. So got some trustable sources that told me that the Kanto starters 4 months before the game came out. So wasn't planning on leaking anything, but either way was gonna go unnoticed by people. But here we are. The next trailer is on September 5th. Now, this is interesting because the next Nintendo Direct is tomorrow, September 4th. Now, what does that mean? So, even though, yes, a lot of the rumors that we covered do say the 5th, some of them, however, do say the 4th. And so, I'm curious now to see what it is that will be revealed to us and what it is that we can look at from those leaks that'll actually be true. Hopefully I have those leaks saved onto the computer because I would be sad if I didn't. So, without further ado, let's keep going on. The trailer shows by starting a battle starts by showing a battle against Team Yell's boss, Joanna, Marnie's older sister. Joanna throws out a Pokemon called Soufir, which resembles a torn teddy bear, pure normal type. The trainer then throws out a Fireground Galarian Chinchino. Then the trailer cuts to a scene where, as my friend put it, I can only assume it is where you meet Joanna. On her shoulder is an all creamy. Next to it shows a beautiful castle of sorts surrounded by smaller castles and towers. This is a place called the Battle Kingdom where you can battle all trainers from older games. The last shot is of Zacian and Zamazenta facing a large black shadow with the Dynamax Storm above its head and Gigantamax Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise behind it. The final scene is cinematic with Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble battling each other. Then the screen splits in three and all of them start glowing blue like in the anime to reveal Chimtoon, Raboot, and Sizzle. So their evolutions. Chimtoon looks like a slightly bigger Grookey with a necklace and 3 head leaves and a cheeky expression on its face. Raboot looks more like a confident, has fire around its neck and ears. And it also goes on all fours now as well. Sizzle is one that changes the most, becomes quadrupled and looks both happy and sad at the same time. Becomes dark blue and light purple with scales on its back. Gigantamax Venusaur looks fatter, scarier, and more intimidating. The trees go taller, its flowers become dark purple and has vines all around it. So kind of like Mega Venusaur. Charizard looks like its Y form with its X fire, but instead of blue fire, it's red fire. So it's black and red instead. And Blastoise is fat, looks like a tank, has 2 small cannons on its hands and a giant cannon on its back. So it's Mega form, essentially. So I'm curious now. I'm curious if this leak at all gets anything correct, because we know that the first line is off. It's off by, however, 1 day. And that is why I'm willing to give this rumor a chance, because it is only off by 1 day. Now, a bunch of other rumors have also said September 5th, but some have said September 4th. So stay tuned for, I guess I'm going to be doing a video after tomorrow with a compilation of all the things that we know are true. And so yeah, that's basically this rumor. And personally, I think that the things that interest me the most about this are that we now find out that Marnie has an older sister named Joanna, which could provide some details as to Marnie's background and her character. I do find it interesting and noteworthy that there's nothing about Beedee in this rumor. Nothing at all. And I find it very strange considering it's Hop, Beedee, and Marnie are all your rivals. And I've seen more emphasis on Marnie's story than on Beedee's story. And Beedee's character development. And obviously Hop's has been there as well. But I find this really interesting now. Like the smaller stuff, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's all scenic shots / trailer cuts, so it's harder to get into my thoughts on that without actually seeing it myself. However, one thing I will take note of is the evolutions. Now, I'm curious to see the evolutions of Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble because this will heavily determine whether or not I will actually pick some of the starters, which starter I will pick, because The second evolution generally has implications of what the third will look like, with the exception of a couple of Pokemon. Usually the second stage has some resemblance to the third. Obviously, like with every Pokemon, there's always going to be some resemblance. But I would like to see the direction of what the direction of the evolutionary line, where it's heading. And so like it doesn't make sense that, you know, Sizzle is it's on 4 legs when Sobble and its third stage evolution are on 2, right? So usually if it starts on 2, goes on 4, it's going to stick to 4, right? Or if it starts on 4, goes to 2, and then usually sticks to 2. But I've never seen that in a Pokemon before, where it goes on all 4, then moves to 2. I'm not going to count Hydreigon because it doesn't technically have legs. So yeah, but like even then with Hydreigon, you could notice the theme of where the Pokemon's going. Now, it does not mean that, you know, if I don't like the second stage evolution of the starters, I'm not going to pick that starter necessarily, because I don't know where the third stage is going. But it'll swing my decision, hopefully in a positive direction. Hopefully. Also, I kind of low-key wished that the Gigantamax forms of Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise all varied from their Mega forms, but I can see why they stuck to kind of, I guess, basically their Mega forms 2.0, because the fans loved the Mega forms. Like, I love Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, all their Mega evolutions. I loved them. So I see nothing wrong with that decision to stick with that, but I do wish that they took, I guess they took a risk, but I can understand why they didn't. According to this rumor, that is. I really hope that, you know, the Gigantamax forms for those 3 really deliver for me, because everyone loves the Kanto starters, right? There's not a single person that has that doesn't struggle with, like, what starter am I going to choose? Because, like, they're all awesome, you know what I mean? Like, yes, people do favor Charmander, but, you know, that doesn't mean Bulbasaur and Squirtle are necessarily bad evolutions either, or bad starters either, right? And so, for me, I find it interesting that this is the case. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. One thing to note, though, before I leave is, guys, please make sure you guys check out the update video that is going to pop up at the end of this video, the thingy-majigger for you guys to get into the Sword and Shield giveaway, because I will be doing that. Physical or digital copy, I'll have to figure things out, because I know that the physical copy is, you know, you could use it wherever you are, but digital is region locked, which means that if you're from Europe, I cannot give you a digital copy, because I would actually have to go to Europe and get a copy, digitally speaking, like the code, and that's just not realistic for me. Or like yeah, like, you guys know what I mean. So like, unless there's a gifting system that I'm not aware Nintendo Switches have. Yeah. So anyways, you know, if that's what you guys are concerned about, if you guys live in Europe or something like that, and you guys win, I will definitely do my best to get you guys the games, or if not, I'll like forward you guys the money for it or whatever it is, and then kind of, you know, whatever it may be. So yeah, check out that video, as well as like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what your guys' thoughts are. Real quickly before I finish this video, I'm also sorry that this video is a little bit shorter, because I'll admit, while there was a lot of content in this rumor, a lot of it is stuff that I can't necessarily comment on yet, or give an accurate opinion on yet, because it's all trailer shots, and trailer shots can be affected by things like music and so on and so forth. And so it's really difficult to get an entire image of a trailer based off of a couple of sentences. And so therefore, I choose not to comment on them until after, when we come back to this leak. Until, you know, we come back and we're like, oh, this is all the cool stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please share the video if you guys so choose. It would really help me out, as well as subscribe to the channel. Let's push for that 100, guys. We're so close. I think we're actually, as of right now, at like 82. We're like 18 away, which just blows my mind, you know, that you guys are sticking around on the channel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.